That's right, y'all. I make tutorials now. All of these tutorials will be using something I like to call the three-way method. 3 ways being normal, reverse, and extended. So for this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to do the cherry picker, the reverse cherry picker, and the extended cherry picker. Let's get into it. The Balisong I am flipping is the Squid Industries Madko. Absolutely love this thing, and I feel it will suit me well for this tutorial. Now, there are many tutorials on the cherry picker, very few tutorials on the reverse cherry picker, and the extended cherry picker is something I made up, but I feel is a really good way to practice your cherry picker and to incorporate it into combos. So, starting off with the standard cherry picker. How I like to get into it is with something like a whip rollover or a fake behind the 8 ball, where you kind of stop it right before you do the first move. So I'm gonna do that. So we'll start with a reverse, or not reverse, we'll start with a whip rollover, and you're going to land it directly between your ring and middle finger, okay? Just like this. You can do it on either the safe or bite handle, because the bite side of the blade will not contact your fingers if you do it properly. But just to be safe, start it on the safe handle so that you will land it on the safe handle. Now, once you do that move and get it right between these 2 fingers, what you're gonna do is you're gonna tilt your hand, tilt it forward, and you're gonna do a roll, okay? So you're gonna bring the Balisong around these fingers. You're gonna let go of it with your ring finger and swap to your middle and pointer finger, okay? So that will look like this. And now it is between your pointer and ring finger, and you can do the last move of the cherry picker, which the Balisong kind of rotates a little bit in your fingers so that you're in this position with your pointer finger kind of on the inside of the channel. You're gonna rotate it to where your middle finger is on the inside of the channel, and you're gonna do a rollover. Okay. Look like that. Here's a slow-mo of that trick. And here's a mirrored version of that trick. Now that you know how to do the cherry picker, it's about time to learn the reverse cherry picker. If you did not figure it out from that previous segment, go ahead and rewatch that as many times as you need, because you will probably need to learn that before you learn this. The reverse cherry picker is quite a bit harder. Now, I'm no expert at this, but I know it well enough to make a tutorial on it, so all of these tips are very valid. Okay, just like the normal cherry picker, you can start with either a whip roll or kind of a half behind the 8 ball. And just like the cherry picker as well, you're gonna land it between your ring and middle finger, okay? Now, unlike the normal cherry picker, normally you'll do kind of this move where you tip your hand forward and swap it to your pointer and ring. But for this, you're gonna tip your hand backwards, and you're going to do this weird motion where you kind of swap to these fingers, just like a cherry picker, right? But you're gonna go backwards, and it's gonna rotate the other direction. Now, normal cherry picker rotates this way, so you can do that index roll. Reverse cherry picker rotates, yeah, this way. Okay, so once you get into this position, you're gonna kind of roll it back and swap your fingers. The the balisong has to rotate in its own little direction. Okay, this is very important because if you don't get it to rotate, you're just gonna end up doing a chap. Okay, so you have to get this rotation. This may take some just loosening of the grip between your fingers, or like an extra little flail of the wrist, which is what a lot of people do, but this is very crucial. Okay, so once you're between these two fingers, you're gonna roll it back. You're gonna let the balisong rotate, half rotation, to where your pointer finger is on the outside of the channel and your middle is on the inside of the channel. And then you're gonna do just one index roll and then a whip roll or something to finish it off. Okay, so this is what it looks like in slow-mo. And this is the mirrored version of that. Now, I know the reverse cherry picker is pretty darn confusing, and that's probably the main reason why there aren't many tutorials on it. However, I feel that my tutorial explained it pretty darn well, and I hope you learned from it and can finally get it down. Now, this right here is how to do the extended cherry picker, which is something that I made up myself, but I feel is a great way to incorporate the cherry picker into your combos and to just practice it and other stuff. So, the extended cherry picker looks like this. Okay, so how to do this trick is you start out holding it in this position, okay? You can hold it, you gotta hold the bite handle, okay? You can't hold the safe handle, otherwise you will end up doing a bite handle rollover several times, and you don't wanna do that. So start on the bite handle, which, in case you are completely clueless, is this side, the side that the blade would be on a live blade. This, however, is a trainer, so I could technically use either. But I'm gonna be using the bite handle. You're gonna do an index rollover straight into a one rotation thumb chaplain and do a whip roll. Okay, so bite handle, index roll. You're gonna spin it around your thumb one time. You can catch it in this position right here. Do a whip roll, and that will put you straight into this position to then do a cherry picker. Now, I am basing this tutorial, I'm assuming that you guys know how to do basic stuff like the whip rollover, a thumb chaplain, that kind of thing. If you don't, there are great tutorials on that stuff elsewhere. I won't be doing tutorials on those specifically in the future, but assuming you know how to do that, this should be no problem. So, whip rollover, or not whip roll, sorry. Index roll over, thumb chaplain, whip roll into this position, where you will then do a cherry picker, and you're gonna catch it in this position. Do a thumb chaplain again, another whip roll, okay, it's kind of repetitive, but that will help you get those moves down, and then straight into a short stop. Now, I will have a short stop tutorial coming pretty darn soon, provided everything goes well. So, yeah, if you still don't know how to do a shortstop, Squid Industries has a great tutorial on it, and Benjamin Flips has great shortstop tutorials, which I will be incorporating into my tutorial for the shortstop. So this is what the extended cherry picker, sorry, looks like once again. Yeah, here's a slow-mo of that trick. And here is the mirrored version of that trick. Okay, this is my first time really putting a lot of effort into these tutorials. I made some old ones in the past that did not turn out very well, so I hope this one absolutely pops off. To ensure that happens, go ahead and drop a like, a comment, and subscribe so you don't miss out on my future tutorials. I really do hope this helped you learn how to do the different cherry picker variations, because this was a trick that I personally really struggled with. So, have a great day, and subscribe for more.